people who have had interactions with the police, for some reason, they don't want to talk about it. Every person of color has experienced some form of racism. I saw a woman who I thought got punched in the face by a police officer. And it was obvious. They kept saying, everybody leave, everybody leave. And I was like, well, if you want this woman to leave, I can help you. I don't even know her. And before I even said anything, I get hit from behind. I get tased. And he's like, arrested, obviously. My friend was maced. I later find out I'm being charged with battery and saying that the officer who was involved with this woman accused me of bear hugging him and throwing him to the ground.
Wait. Whoa! Yo, don't put your hands up. Let's go. Not safe. Get off me!
It was 5 of us that got arrested. We were all black except for the woman. There's the first holding cell when you're actually in county where everyone's just waiting to do a medical intake so you can get your phone call. I didn't get mine for like over 12 hours. I get a bail posted for me the next day. The long and short of it is, it was like an 8-month legal battle. When I first meet with my lawyer, white guy, and we specifically chose a white guy because I'm like, if I can get a white man to understand my story, we're just being real. I'm a black man. I'm a naturalized American. He sees my mom was a PhD holder. My sister's at Johns Hopkins. I'm doing this. And it's like, okay, like, all right. Because again, I've never been in a situation. I've never been arrested, nothing. I walk past the jail every day to go to work. So it's kind of like eerie that I'm looking at the wing that I was in, basically. You're sitting there in handcuffs. I have my friend he's writhing in pain because he's been maced. This guy is another guy who has a cut on his head. He's drunk. He's like, my daddy got killed by the system, bro. Stay strong. I'm thinking he's nuts. I didn't know. But then later to find out, he was there because of me. Like he's like leaning towards me. A police officer like pushed him away. And then 4 other officers just literally just jumping. And there's 1,000 other stories you can think about of people that just end up being in jail for a long period of time because they didn't have a couple $100. It's honestly it's sickening, bro, if you really think about it. So I'm definitely thankful that I was in the position that, a lot of people came to my support, my family and everything. But there's a lot of people that don't have that, bro, and it's because of circumstance, and it's sad, man. I have a master's degree. I was a collegiate athlete. I'm a professional. And I thought I was doing the right thing. Life is short, and I could have been the one dead. People who have had interactions with the police, for some reason, they don't want to talk about it. Being the face of something and talking about their experiences, for some reason, it's like, it's just not something they're comfortable with. And there's other people who have had experiences with the police who have died and they can't talk about it. So I talk about it through, I try to facilitate conversations. I have a good relationship with John Carlos, who famously was at the 1968 Mexico City Olympic Games and raised his fist on the podium after the 200-meter final. And so he's obviously still with us, and I had him on my live show. And I actually I got this 75-year-old man to download Instagram, get on live, and have a conversation. And it was such a big deal. Like, that's a conversation that I told him about my experience and everything, and obviously everything that he went through. And I think he lost his marriage due to that, and obviously being cast away by the U.S. Olympic Committee, lost opportunity, and only to be rectified and now celebrated. And it's like, isn't that the same thought process that was had 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago that applies now? I don't get it. But being able to say, this is my experience, to educate someone that's in your circle that may have not understood the full scope of what it means to be a victim of police brutality, I thought it was a misunderstanding, but they had other plans, and it was tough.